Hey guys, trying to figure out how to go live on this thing. I want to do a flip through of my Oracle of Echoes. This is a little bag that I keep it in. I was telling my good friend Rose from the Cackling Moon that I wanted her to get it because it is so beautiful. I hope this lighting makes it, show how the beauty is. And this is the first card. I was telling her that this oracle, I bought it on Etsy. I can't remember the name of the creator right now. And if you want a guidebook, it does not come with a guidebook, but it does have a PDF download, which is wonderful. Look at that, vulnerability. I've had the experiences with this oracle that when I pull it out, it's very precise, like scary precise. Like I'm almost sometimes afraid to use it because, well, to tell you the truth, I'm trying to tell you the truth of what happened to one of my experiences without giving too much personal information. But I got the card of a warning that's going to come up here somewhere. And I think I had a death card in here also. I don't know. I think there's a death card in this oracle. And something really, really bad happened a couple of weeks after I had that reading. When I saw the reading, because I combined this oracle deck with another tarot deck. I can't even remember that day. I still have a picture of it. I wish I could just get the software that lets you edit the way YouTube let you edit before. So later when I get more sure of myself and find my bearings with all of this, I think this is a death card. I got this death card, but I also got another death card in the tarot. When I saw both death cards, believe me, I knew in my heart of hearts that it wasn't talking about a regular, death card meaning. And it had this card too. This is one of the oracle cards that came out that day too. And I knew that it was someone from home that was in trouble. And it really like scared me where I left the cards where I had set them up. I took a picture of them because I didn't want to lose what I had, the meanings to it. I didn't want to lose what I have found that I read in that moment, but I wanted to sleep on it. And it had me very, very, having these very bad nightmares. It had me having these weird vibes. I was on edge. I just didn't like the way that reading came out. That particular reading I didn't read. This card came out as well. The card of loss. Let me tell you, it was very eye-opening because I felt that it was just warning me, like totally warning me that something very bad was going to happen. And there was an accident that happened. I want to say, oh my God, I don't know why I'm turning that. I want to say 2 weeks later. And I wrote it down. I try to write all of my stuff down in my journal. I journal with everything. I journal about my dreams. I journal my personal tarot readings. I journal most of my tarot readings. I journal because I don't want to forget. I want to go back to them and see what's happening, has been true, what has come true of that reading, how it has, come to be. This is the other card that I got, and it gave me chills when I saw this card. Complete chills. It was just something that I dropped it and I was like, no. I don't want to deal with that. That is just too much. So it is very precise. The artwork is to die for. This artwork, I love it. I love everything. I love the size of the card. I love the use of the medium, the medium used to make this art. I love the title on the bottom here in this black border, that it looks just like part of, you know, it's the part of the card. I love the backings. It is just, I've even contemplating on repurchasing it, because every time there's a deck that I could just fall in love with so badly, and that I want to have a second copy, for just because, you know, one, I'm a hoarder, and two, because I'm like, what if something happened to it? What if I lost it? I need it, you know? And I did print out the PDF. I couldn't print it out in color, because I think it was like very expensive at the shop at the library that I went. It was going to be like more than $15 for just, you know, printing it, and it wasn't going to look as beautiful as a book. Look at this intuition card. This is a kick-ass card. Like, I don't mind pulling this one, shit. I wish I could pull this one all the time. I wish I could pull this balanced one all the time. There's just some beautiful ones that they get to the really root of it. And I guess because it has trees in it, that just, oh my God, just kills me even more. I love it. I adore this Oracle deck. I don't feel like, I've seen a couple of people talking about this in Perfect Beauty. I really had to sit with this card at a point in my life, because of feeling, you know, unworthy, getting older, not having that, you know, that pep in my walk anymore. Just being a woman and being vain, you know, it had to really sit with that card and understand that I have to love myself right now. There's no waiting for later, for when I lose the weight, for when I have this perfect outfit, for when, no, fuck that. Love yourself now. The Ancestors cards, getting off a topic, is one of my favorites. I really, anything that has Ancestors cards on there, I will totally gravitate to, because I freaking thrive on that. I really work very closely with my ancestors more than anything else. But yeah, I mean, this one was Deceit. That's totally like a, I want to say, a mixture of Four of Pentacles with a mixture of Seven of Swords kind of vibe. I had to totally, yeah, look at that. Oh my God, Decisions, and it's in the woods. It's just, wow. I can't just get enough of this Oracle. I had to really sit with myself and understand that it was just necessary for me. Hi, sweetie. I've got one person on here that I missed terribly, because I took off my old Facebook where my family and stuff was at. So I didn't get to bring over all my friends that were not family and stuff, because, you know, being in this kind of lifestyle, a lot of your family are going to throw you that ball where you're like, what are you doing? You're just embarrassing yourself. Why are you getting into all this tarot stuff all of a sudden? Well, it was all of a sudden for them, but it was years underneath, you know, on the down low, underneath the shadows and stuff. And I walked out of those shadows and said, fuck that, you know. Spirit is holding me. Spirit heals me. And I don't need anybody else's approval but my own. And that was a hard thing to come to grips with. It was a hard thing to come to grip with, accepting myself. And I feel that at 39 and now going to hit 40, I think I've accepted myself even more. Oh, this is the card. So this is Who Makes It. It is by Anna Torian. That's what I want to think that the last name is, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But if you're a tarot and oracle collector and you don't have this deck in your collection, you're missing out. It's an indie deck. I think it's self-produced from what I understand. It's a little bit going to be on the pricier side than the ones that you're going to find on Amazon. But the investment is well worth it. Oh my goodness, really? I am so happy to hear that. I love that your daughter's into that. I love it. I hope you're the type of mom, which I am so sure, that you embraced her with all of what she likes to do. And that is the best thing, because my mother sure doesn't embrace me for the stuff that I do. She thinks that it's all, you know, the devil's work and all that. And it couldn't be farther from the truth. And it's sad. It's sad that it's the people that you really want for them to give you that approval don't. And it's usually your parents. You know, the parents is the #1 person that you want approval from. This deck here, it's an oracle deck that I made from images online. Of course, just letting people know I am not trying to sell this deck. You know, I know that there's artists. If I knew each artist, I would give them credit, because they are, in my eyes, gods and goddesses when they have this gift of creating such beauty. So I went on a website called, I want to say playingcards.com or something like that. If you type up that, it'll bring it up. So these are the images that I got offline, that I wrote the vibes that it gave me. It's like the transcending, the energy of transcending to universe, connecting to universe. And mind you, I hate to misspell, but I was so excited when I was doing these cards and I was giving them names that I probably did misspell a word here and there, and it drives me crazy. So I might just redo these and add the word, you know, the spelling of the words correctly. But these are just for my personal use. I don't use them for anyone else. Like, it's very rare if I use them for somebody else, to read for somebody else. It has to be a very special person that I read for. Look at that. That's a telephone. It's messages from the dead, which I get a lot of. Pan, going back to nature. How nature suffers with us, with all the bad things that we do to it. Connect, do something good for nature. Plant a tree, go water your grass. Do something that's, eco-friendly, to give back to Pan and to Gaia and to Mother Nature, because they need us. We're abusing the earth, and that's what that card represented to me. Resurrection. Reincarnation. That's what this card brings to me when I created this card. And I said created because I copied the images, but with no intention of reselling it. Is something that I wanted an oracle that really connected to me, even though this video was just going to be for showing the oracle of echoes. I thought that I could just throw this in here also, so it didn't have to be, another separate video and trying to explain that it's something that I made just, for my own stuff. There's a meditation card. Center yourself. Root yourself. Find a tree to sit under and feel that dirt under your body, and sit in that dirt and connect. That always grounds me. It always makes me feel rooted to the earth. And definitely I have Pan and Gaia here. And yes, there's nudity, so FYI, there's nudity. I do the thing first, and then I give the heads up. I'm sorry about that. And then I have this one, the hummingbird. There's this hummingbird that was coming towards my window, and it was just looking at every inside, like trying to peek inside like two of my windows. And I researched what the hummingbird meant when it came to you. And it was trying to tell you to lighten up, not take life so seriously. Lighten up, and that it was going to be okay. So I had to make that card for the hummingbird. Boys and sons. Oh my gosh, I have boys and sons. So here it is, my card that when I'm connecting to the energy of my sons and my sons are needing me, this card will come out in my readings. And I will call them, and they were like, oh my God, I needed to talk to you, Mother. This is a card that resonates very, very heavily on me. The self-harm card. Because I did this for many, many, many years. I started in my teens, and I didn't stop until my early 30s. So it was a long life battle. But I want to proudly say that after much therapy and soul searching, I stopped in December 31st of 2011, coming into 2010, I want to say. It was December 31st of 2010. So by 2011, I had stopped self-harming. I'm very proud of myself for doing that. So if you're a person that self-harms, you're not alone. It's not something that is easy to talk about, but if you could find someone to reach out and talk about that already has experience with that, that would be awesome, because I didn't have anyone. I felt that I had no one that understood. I mean, especially that I was a woman at the age that I was when I was trying to seek the help. Nobody understood that. I felt that I was ashamed because everybody looked down on me because of that. But I don't want to give sob stories here. This is another beautiful card of the yin yang, of the moon and the sun, the female, the male, how we give to each other, how we need the sun, how we also need the moon. That is something that I find very powerful, because sometimes I have like a lot of issues with masculinity, with the masculine, sacred masculine, because of the way I was raised, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, the yin yang, I mean, this could be also a a card that comes up in a reading for couples. That is the give and take. I find it beautiful. And then I got this card, and it inspired me to think of Lilith, because she was looked down on, like how the story of her is that, you know, she was evil, and that she came and messed everything up, and she you know, she was just angry. Well, hell yeah, if God supposedly from the stories took her out of the equation because she was strong-willed, and brought Eve, because it was Eve the one that was going to be more supposedly under the thumb of men, of God, of man. Well, Eve showed them, I guess, because she did her own shit too. So women rock. I love that. When I see this, I, of course, immediately, like, I have it under Isis, but when I see this card, I praise her. I will find, you know, connection to her. I will pull out my Isis oracle, and I know Isis wants to communicate something very strongly, and I will definitely go to my Isis oracle and find information, a card that is just very timely and needed at that moment. This card will not fuck around. When it says there's storms coming, and not the ones that are outside. It means either you're internally going to go through stuff where you're changing and it's freaking you the hell out, or you're having problems with family, as in your husband and you not agreeing in something. There's a certain turmoil that is underlining a situation that is gonna abrupt, where it's like there's no containing anymore. So prepare yourself, you know, brace yourself for what is coming. Try to be at your strongest point, because it could totally sit you on your ass if you're feeling weak and unprepared. So I really appreciate that I have this card in my deck. Do I like to get it? No, I don't. When I see it, I'm like, oh, fuck, what's going to go down? Well, stuff does go down. A call from heaven. I have a lot of heaven cards, and that is because I am a medium. I don't seek out the mediumship. I don't seek out to speak to the dead. The dead just like to show up and give messages to their loved ones, and usually is people that I know that passed away, friends of the family members, you know. And when they come around, I'll just tell them that they're in a better place. I'll ask them questions, and I asked one particular person who passed away, and we were sitting in this card kind of makes me get teary-eyed, and it hits with me so personally, a personal level. I asked this person that we were sitting with our feet dangling like that to the openness of everything, but we were actually sitting on the Grand Canyon, in one of the cliffs of the Grand Canyon, and I asked him, how did it feel to be where he was at? How did it feel? If in life he had been a person that was always very afraid of everything, totally afraid of heights and such. And he communicated with, you know, through his mind with me. We never spoke like with our mouths. We spoke through our minds. I wouldn't say through our third eye. And he had this beautiful, peaceful smile. And he said that it was like nothing he could describe, like nothing on earth, that there was nothing that could describe the peace, the beauty, the bliss of where he was. And that gave me such hope of not being afraid for him, for being in the place that he was. And it gave me such hope that when our loved ones do pass away, they go to a place that is welcoming and beautiful and just so much better. We always think, oh, a person dies and we say, oh, poor that person that passed away. But that's not the case. I've learned throughout my life, and I may be wrong, but just with the things that I've researched online and books that I've read and people that I follow, and from my personal journey with speaking to the dead, because they do come and they want to chit chat, I could totally understand that they go to such a better place, that our place here on earth is the one that's the school, it's the hell, it's the trials, it's the learning. And when they go to this place, they're going back to see their loved ones. They're going back to where they came from, to the stars, to that place where they're happy to be there. I mean, that is the most amazing place. So us as humans, when we stay here on earth, of course, we suffer, we cry because we miss them. But we shouldn't be so sad for them, because they're going to such a beautiful, amazing place. It's just, I could talk about that forever and ever. I have this one that is called Buffalo Mother. And that has a lot more details that I could go into. But it's one that's very Native American. And it's something that is very beautiful. It's something that, you know, that I totally connect with. I can go on and on about each card, but I'm going to try to just give a little bit of a glimpse of what they mean to me. This is Look to the Stars. This is something that was inspired by my sons and I when we go out to this beautiful place out in the country. More than the country than here, because we're in the country in the woods here, but there's still a lot of lights. And just connecting with the majestic of the beauty of how our universe is, how we are pieces of these stars. And it was just something very beautiful that I connect with my sons. The universe within, that is something that I totally vibe with, and I allow to have in my life. And I feel that it's something amazing. Amazing. Oh my God. Of course, the ancestors cards. Of course, I had to make an ancestors card. This is something that I very much love. Mother Mary. I for the longest didn't know how to connect with Mother Mary, because I was born and raised JW. For those people who don't know what a JW is, well, you must be under a rock because they're Jehovah's Witnesses. But I never had the privilege to work with deities or saints or Mother, the Virgin Mary, or anything like that. So now that I have this opportunity, I find it very, very beautiful, very, I can't think of the word, like, I feel like it takes me to a place where I have that mother love that I'm not receiving here in human form from my human mother, but I find that I have it from my mother as in a spiritual mother, as also with Isis and such. All of these goddesses to me give me the mother love that I've always wanted and still seek. The dark goddess. We need the dark. If there is light, we also need the dark. We definitely need the dark. So I have no problem with seeking out the darkness. The all-knowing God. It was funny that when the cards Angelarium, I can't remember what the name of the oracle is, and I do have it has this exact image. I know that they'd be pissed if they saw that I made it into my own oracle. Even though I purchased their oracle as well, it was way before that they had put their oracle together. But like I said, I'm not using this to gain any profit or anything of the such. But that's what that vibe gave me. And it came to be that these are angels. There's certain angels that these beings are. So I found that to be like, oh my God, how is it that I picked that card? The Lover's card. We always have to have a Lover's card as well. This is another one that actually is like the same one of, you know, but I don't know how I came across these a bit before they came out. I want to say I probably still have the email when I made these. And I want to say I made these 6 months, if not a year, before the oracle came out. So it was something that my soul was already vibing with. And I'm not going to apologize for it because I connected to their artwork so much that I was already seeking it way before they were ready to you know, put it out in public. The Journey. This is something that I totally resonate with. Chakras aligned. That means that your shit's well put together. You don't need to align them. They are aligned. They are in a perfect place, which is very rare. A dark presence, punishment. Stairs to heaven. The stairs to heaven. Grouchy. Yeah, that should be my middle name, Grouchy. Life, death, cycles, the triple goddess. Spirits. Intervention, guidance, and meeting of angels. Your angels are having an intervention to put your shit in line. I love that. The Star. Who doesn't want to have the Star card of being healing card, the wish card, one of the most beautiful cards that comes up on tarot all the time. Vulnerability. Who hasn't been here feeling the being vulnerable of their body, of their scars, of the things that have happened to them from forever, from childhood, from past lives? I know I sure have, and I really connect with this card in a very profound way. The inner flame, the fire, finding that fire inside us to move forward. My Leo moon totally vibes with this card. Rise from the ashes and from the fire, the phoenix rising. This is a card that's a shapeshifter. When you do that magic and you know how to shapeshift. I think this card might be a artwork from a certain tarot. I think I've seen it somewhere. I didn't know when I got it at that time. I think I saw it like way after. Yemaya, goddess. Astral projection. Oh my God, I could totally vibe with the astral projection. I need to stay back on my human plane, physical plane more often. Elevate and hypnosis. The red moon for all us female. Menstruation. I know I heard someone say that they get criticized for talking about menstruation, especially when it's a woman saying that it's a shame. Shame on them. Shame on them from not having the respect of the sacredness that it is that we have this gift that gives life, and our menstruation makes us goddesses. Shine. Mother and baby. The wheel. Cycles. Childhood. Reach out. Call. I got this card the other day when I pulled it out. I think it was like 2 days ago. I want to say it was either think it was Sunday. And I know my mother wanted to talk to me, and we talked very rarely, and I ended up calling her because it was a day before her birthday, and we had a nice chat, a nice civil chat. Healing and ascending, growing. Pisces, mermaid. Judgment. This is one of the ones that I think I fucked up and wrote this wrong. Guidance. I forgot the N or something. Or guides. I don't know what I was trying to write, but it's the guides. The guides that guide you. Your spiritual tribe. Your guides. Universal love. I try to practice this every day. But I swear that my evil Leo side says, fuck that. Why do we have to love everybody? Let's just burn the world. I need to work on Leo. My Leo side's kind of psycho. Cheer up. This is a card that just tells you simple as it is. Cheer up. Find something to be happy about. The Ether. Connecting to Ether. Contemplation and self-love. And I need to hurry up because this video is becoming to start to be really, very long. I wrote this backwards. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. Pachamama is what I was trying to put, but I put Mama Pacha. But she knows who she is. Ganesh, of course, my love for Ganesh. Ganesha. I love him. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I love him. Healing your inner child. I got that 2 days ago on that Sunday. Oh my God. Animal kingdom. Look into your animal kingdom for help and guidance. And the last one is angels and signs. Seeing the signs that your angels send you. And that is it, people. I will be trying to record more stuff very soon, but this is it, and I don't know how to even turn it off. So, oh my goodness. And I'm in my room. This is my little area right now. Look at my crazy ass tripod, all weird looking. Hi.